And out on the floor, shaking off the pregame jitters, these guys getting all set for tip-off. Happy Monday, everyone! This evening, we bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Sacramento Kings going up against the Indiana Pacers at Cambridge Fieldhouse. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Indiana Pacers. On Friday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Sunday, they head back home to host the Washington Wizards.
And for their matchup with New Orleans, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. You just hope they are able to execute their game plan, as it should be a close one.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. The vet pair on the wings with Levine at the 2, DeRozan at the 3. Then it's Keegan Murray. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And for Indiana, at small and power forward, it'll be Mathurin and Siakam. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. And it's Matthews in at the 2. When it comes to this time of the season, Grant, what are teams most focused on?
Well, B.A., it's getting the defense in order. That's a priority. An offensive system can take some time to perfect, but a team has to sort out its defensive identity early. And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Now here's Mathurin, coming off a solid outing against Chicago. He buries it from 3.
And it's important Mathurin keeps hitting these shots because it'll only help build his confidence.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Just a bit ago, Rick Carlisle and I were able to chat. I asked him about DeMar DeRozan, specifically how you defend him from the mid-range. He said, quote, "It's tough because his footwork is so good. Our goal is to try to push him out farther and make him take threes if possible. And we'll live with those results. We'll see if their defense is up for the task at hand." Guys, back over to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Oh, an aggressive move there by Siakam, using the length to finish inside.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Kings. It's a 3-point game. And this matchup with the Pacers, their first meeting of the season. They set the pick. Murray for 3. Indiana with a rebound. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let them get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And so here's Sacramento. After the basket by Indiana on the other end. Levine passes to DeRozan. Clock at 6. And that's good from 17 feet.
That's his bread and butter, DeRozan, one of the great mid-range shooters in this game.
And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season the Pacers made the second NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, B.A., there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of a game, and that makes them dangerous.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Levine. Lets a floater go. And he lays it up and in.
Such a difficult player to guard. Levine is gifted at converting these little difficult floaters as well.
Indiana leading by 3. Pass to Matthews. Siakam in the post. Defended by Murray. Siakam, no good.
You knew eventually they were going to miss one. At least you hope.
Here's Levine for 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And Levine takes a lot of threes for this very reason. Such an effective shooter.
Siakam. Outside Mathurin. Siakam the screen. Mathurin passes to Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Westbrook outside. Back to DeRozan. Over Mathurin. And it's DeRozan missing.
and he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
From 12 feet, and it's Indiana scoring again.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Huff pulls it in. Pacers leading by 4. Siakam, pass to Nembhard. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Nembhard's got 5.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Some changes for Indiana. Walker comes in for Matthews. And it's McConnell in for Nembhard. Here's Schroeder. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Ellis outside. Will it go? Sacramento again missing.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
McConnell outside. Back to Siakam. Rebound by Sacramento. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
Now here's Mathurin. 5 points in the game. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Eubanks, the pass to Schroeder. Now here's Monk. That's good from Schroeder on the assist by Monk.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And here's McConnell. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They lead by 7. To the paint. Here's Siakam. Soft touch off the glass. 6 points for Pascal Siakam.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
36 seconds left now in the first quarter. Now Schroeder. 24 seconds left to play in the first. Monk for 3. Up pulls it in. McConnell against Schroeder. Over to the wing. Here's Huff. With 2 seconds left. And Indiana again with the bucket.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Indiana ahead, up by 11. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Indiana.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
They've got Shepard, Jackson out there with Jeremiah Robinson-Earl. Then there's Walker, and it's McConnell in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. And he gets the bucket.
Not just a shooter, Levine is also willing to bury himself inside and go to work.
Indiana leading by 12. Well, I'm wondering, RJ, you think we'll see a Zach LaVine highlight dunk tonight?
Yeah, B.A., most nights we normally do. Something else also, I've come to expect shooting sprees from Zach. This man can rattle off 3 and 4 and a quarter like it's nothing.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, The Kings last season traded for Zach LaVine, and he said, quote, "I've been a fan for a long time, knowing how incredible these fans are each and every game. A Tuesday night, it's still going to be packed in here. People pull for their team, and I don't take it for granted." Back to you.
Tremendous support. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Indiana has gone 3 of 3 from outside here in this one. Pass to Shepard. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Sacramento. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Now LaVine. Shoots from 14. Another one falls for Sacramento.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And Indiana with some changes. Siakam, he's checked in for Robinson Earl. Matthews comes in for Shepard. And Andrew Nembhard subbed in for McConnell. The Kings also with a sub. DeRozan is checked in. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Jackson with a screen on Schroeder. Nembhard, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Kings trail by 10. Monk with it. Still without a bucket. Pass to DeRozan. Siakam with the defensive effort.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
Here's Nembhard to the middle. Here's Jackson. Zach LaVine clears it away.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Here's Schroeder. Doesn't go that time. Pacers leading by 10. Siakam right side. Pass to Matthews. The 3. DeRozan with the rebound. The Kings have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Last season, Richard, the Kings traded away De'Aaron Fox after 7 years with the organization.
And remember, they chose to trade Tyrese Halliburton in an attempt to build around Fox. And now they're both gone. Sacramento is right back at square one.
Now here's Nembhard. He picked up 15 in their last win against Chicago.
And you have to mention his impact on the defensive end. He came up with 3 timely steals in that one as well.
Yeah, they really need to double team him.
Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But Grant, that can leave the team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
And that one falls for Jackson. You know, RJ, the roster for the Kings shifting since last season's trade deadline, but still plenty of talent.
Yeah, in particular, the Fox for LaVine trade has them stocked with wings. And if you looked at the NBA Finals, both teams were loaded.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. You know, people call DeMar DeRozan the modern master of the mid-range.
Well, he's earned that with his mid-range efficiency and scoring. It's an area a lot of offenses overlook now, but DeMar, oh, he is the exception to the rule.
The first one falls.
I like the leadership DeMar DeRozan provides for his team. He's a steady veteran presence out there on that floor. He can motivate his guys even in really tough moments.
Huff's checked in for Indiana. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Walker. DeRozan hits them both. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, BA, it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
Siakam, that's good.
Using focus and balance to convert jumpers, wow. Siakam has really improved his shooting.
DeRozan outside. Sacramento passing it around. Outside LaVine. 4-3. The three-pointer is good from LaVine.
And their offense seems to be coming around. Now they're shooting upwards of 50% from the field.
Indiana leading by 8. Nembhard outside. Pass to Siakam. And here's Nembhard. Here's Matthews. He's covered by Levine. Just 4 to shoot. From 20 feet. Matthews misses. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Next up on the schedule, the Nuggets. A home game. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Nembhard outside. The 3 is up. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. So the Kings making a change here. Monk's checked in. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Pascal Siakam.
He's been playing a larger role in their offense over the past 5 games. And we see that in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
Kings trail by 11. Outside Monk. DeRozan for 3. Pascal Siakam with a rebound.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Down low. Here's Huff. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists now in this one.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And the call will be against Benedict Mathurin. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Monk. 6 to shoot, and there's the screen from deep. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. Pacers leading by 13. 20 seconds left in the second. Pass to Huff. Three-pointer Mathurin. Another 3 for Indiana.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Here's DeRozan. No good. Would have counted had it gone. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Indiana ahead, up by 16. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Well, I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. A hot start. Coach, what did you like about this team's execution offensively?
We were making some shots. We moved the ball well at times. We've got to be careful about having the ball stick when they're doing their switching.
Good luck with the ball movement in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West. Being at the top of your respective conference has got to be a good feeling. Right, fellas?
A very good feeling, Ernie. And you always want to be sending a message out there to those teams.
What does the message say, Kenny?
It says, good luck, brother. You'll need it.
And switching gears now to that first half. What a difficult start for the Kings.
They couldn't shut down the lane. Only thing that would stuff that is prime check. Maybe 2 of me.
Now that is a scary sight. 2 of you.
Well, we're going to need a bigger fridge, Ernie.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, Zach LaVine has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And on the floor for Doug Christie as we get into the second half. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward positions. Zach LaVine out there with Russell Westbrook. Pass to Matthews. Launches it. Another 3 for Indiana.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
DeRozan outside. Inside. Here's Murray. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Murray's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, just a solid play by Murray. He knows where to get his shots.
Indiana leading by 17. Nembhard left side. Westbrook against Siakam. Shoots over Westbrook. Sacramento grabs the miss.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little...
Oh, Zach LaVine takes flight.
Man, I'm telling you, every time Zach LaVine takes flight, we need this man back in the dunk contest quickly.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And here's Nembhard. Give him 8. To the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Sacramento ball.
Okay, it's time for the 2K leaderboard. The top teams in blocks during the last month of play. The Pacers, second.
These guys have been so impressive down low on the defensive end, denying shots left and right over the past month.
Now Westbrook. No points so far. 3-pointer. Shot by LaVine, no good. Pacers leading by 15. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. To the inside. Here's Huff. Off with the layup. And it's Westbrook with the ball for Sacramento. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
Oh, and Murray makes this look all too easy. Superb at throwing it down with some power.
Nembhard outside. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Huff. Shot clock at 6. Back to Siakam. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Here's Matthews. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Here's Nembhard. Give him 8. For 3, Mathurin. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Back to Westbrook. 11 feet out. No good. A bit long that time. Pacers leading by 14. And stolen by Murray. Here's DeRozan. Oh, throw it down. Wow.
That is explosive athleticism by DeRozan. His dunks, oh man, they'll make a rim shake.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. On the wing, Nembhard. Pounded by Westbrook. Matthews passes to Mathurin. No good. His first miss. He's 5 for 6 now. DeRozan for three. Pascal Siakam with a rebound.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders.
Kings trail by 14. Outside Levine. Back to Westbrook. DeRozan passes to Levine. Tipped.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Driving in. Here's Matthews. No good with the triple. Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Westbrook. Murray for three. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Going with an almost entire new group here. Jackson, he's checked in for Huff. Robinson Earl comes in for Pascal Siakam. Walker, he's checked in for Matthews. And it's McConnell in for Nembhard. Indiana leading by 14. Here's McConnell. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Monk against Matherin. Monk passes to Achua. To the middle. Achua with the dunk.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
McConnell with it. Inside. Stolen by Schroeder. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Ellis. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
It's Walker on the wing. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Indiana earning this break in the action, up 10. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be back in a moment. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for the Kings. Trailing by 10, Siakam and Jackson playing together in the front court. T.J. McConnell is out there with Shepard, and it's Walker in at the three. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Jackson the screen. Siakam the pass to Jackson. Comes up empty down low. Kings trail by 10. Now here's Monk. Outside Achua. Levine passes to Monk. And there's the drive. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Indiana's gotten 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10. Jackson finds McConnell. Walker for three. Gets the three to fall. Walker's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Shooting one.
Personal foul. First team foul.
A Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Pacers.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
Huff's checked in for Indiana. And the Kings also making a change. DeRozan is checked in for Eubanks. To the wing, right side. And here's Shepard for three. Hauled in by the Kings. DeRozan with the ball. And it's McConnell picking him up. Monk for three. Pascal Siakam with the rebound. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
McConnell passes to Siakam. The inside look is good for the big man, Pascal Siakam.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Siakam against Levine. Outside Schroeder. The 15-footer. The shot won't fall. Indiana leading by 12. Siakam looking it over. Pass to Huff. Walker for three. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam. Siakam's got his 4th assist with that last one. And Doug Christie has called a timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
It's time for the next game. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Walker. Matthews comes in for Shepard. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Doug Christie said to his team. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen in on, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. DeRozan makes his move, and the dunk by DeRozan.
Now that's his dribble drive. That's one of DeMar DeRozan's superpowers.
Indiana leading by 13. 4th quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. And Siakam with the slam!
Wow! Siakam putting something extra on that one. Just a gifted player with style and substance.
And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for Sacramento. Now DeRozan. Outside Murray. Here's Levine. For three. Another chance. And yes, sir. Lays it up and in.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Now Siakam. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Oh, Siakam gets up for the jam.
Yes, certain nights, Siakam takes over. He's been aggressive here from the tip.
Here's Westbrook. Outside DeRozan. Levine fires. Misses the three.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Yes, sir, it's good.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Here's Westbrook. Now Levine. Outside Murray. Now Levine. From deep. Nembhard there for the rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Pacers.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from three. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Bennedict Mathurin.
Terrific initiative. Not content to let the game come to him, he went out and made it his own.
And the first one at the line is good. Richard, the league taking some steps to prevent flopping. What's the criteria for what crosses the line?
It's called STEM. It's an acronym for secondary, theatrical, exaggerated movements. Yes, that's a real term. It's kind of a limited definition, and it basically says, don't be an idiot.
Catching up on the changes for Indiana. Jackson, he's checked in for Siakam. Walker comes in for Mathurin. Shepard, he's checked in for Matthews. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Nembhard. Schroeder against McConnell. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ellis. That one's off. Still out of sync. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Here's Shepard. Jackson with a screen on Monk. And there's the lob and the dunk by Jackson.
And guys, that's gotta be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. And he drives in. Saric, left side. Here's Achua. Achua with the dunk.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Jackson outside. Outside Walker. McConnell outside. And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
Be us without you.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
To see you again soon.
Hey there, I'm here with Pascal Siakam. The shots were falling for you tonight. How'd you like the flow offensively?
I like it. You know, we play for each other like we always do. Move the ball around, get the open shots. And today, they went in, so we got to continue to play.
It's helpful when it goes in. Thanks so much, Pascal.
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Bennedict Mathurin.